The Baltimore Ravens selected Patrick Queen with their first round draft pick Thursday night, becoming the first LSU player ever to be taken by the Baltimore Ravens. He feels the need left at inside linebacker that I think was probably our biggest need. And they had a ton of reps at LSU, a national champion, a winner, speed guy. But these are the quotes I saw about Patrick Queen, and these are some of the things I'm going to try to show you in this video. Let's read the quotes to you first before we get started with the video. Football IQ. He's sharp, sees things quicker than his teammates, and routinely will get to the spot before the blockers have a chance to square him up. Effective communicator, and was tasked with a lot of different roles in his college defense. Excelled as a blitzer, scrape defender, and in zone drops in pass coverage. You're definitely going to see those things in this video. Second quote, tackling. Explosive. Finishes thanks to his dynamic short area quickness and plus length. He's got plus reach, and his body mobility allows him to drive into tackle challenges when he's crashing late. He doesn't offer a ton of thud to stonewall backs, but he's a confident field tackler and does not let backs slip through his grip. Next one. Block shedding, which is one of the areas a lot of people, kind of give him negatives for. His length helps him here a fair bit. He doesn't showcase exceptional hand power to stonewall blockers, but he times his hand challenges and has the lateral ability to drop step and slide off contact. So he does a good job of not destroying blockers, but he don't stay on blocks long. He's slippery and gap shoots and gets skinny and barrel through the tight spaces for penetration. So basically, he does a good job of getting his shoulders turned and getting into tight spots to disrupt plays. And you'll see that definitely in a I think it's a jet sweep, not a jet sweep, an outside zone run. That's definitely in here. Next quote. Coverage skills. His interception versus Bama in 2019 was a thing of beauty. That play's definitely in here. His understanding of routes and when and where to shade his landmarks are next level, and as a result, he's constantly flashing underneath throws in the middle of the field. Peripheral vision and anticipation shine through here as well. Didn't get a lot of looks in man-to-man, but I do have a look of man-to-man in these clips coming. Gap shooting ability, and we talked about this a second ago. Short area quickness and trigger ability allow him to crash the party with regularity. He was the attack LB on the second level this year, and with his slipperiness versus first contact, explosive first step, and anticipation, he's proven to be quite the headache up front and must be accounted for on stretch runs to avoid penetration. That's definitely in here. The stretch run I talked about a minute ago, this is textbook. This quote and the clip going to go hand in hand. And the last quote, his summary, just an overall summary of Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen projects well as a starting linebacker in the NFL. He's got sideline to sideline range to step into a Mike role and has the impact and pass coverage to serve as a 3-down linebacker. Not very many 3-down linebackers in this draft. A critical blend that should significantly help boost his value. Queen isn't a third linebacker, and I've been saying that. The only real third linebackers in here are Harrison and Weaver. And excels most when he's afforded free range to scrape and flow. But his football IQ does allow him to beat blockers to the spot. He's an impact starter and a viable plug-and-play rookie. All things that I've been saying, they just worded it a little bit more elegantly. But this is what you're about to see in this video. I appreciate you being here. Patrick Queen Part 2 coming up. All right, let's get right into this film on the newest Baltimore Ravens, Patrick Queen, or the newest Baltimore Ravens, sorry. Patrick Queen, drafted last night. I already did one film on him. Gonna try to take a little bit of more of a nuanced dive into what Queen can bring to us. I already read you the different quotes from the Draft Network that was produced about him. So some of those traits you'll see in this video. I think you'll see most of those traits in this video. And the video's not all good. It's not all good. But, let's just get into it. And a few of these plays you will see on the first video, but some you won't. And so let's just take a deeper dive into Baltimore Ravens first round pick, Patrick Queen from LSU. He's number 8. So let's see. Let me get my stuff situated. There we go. He's number 8. See him right there highlighted in the middle of your screen. Now this is what's happening. These are the potential gap responsibilities before the play starts. Queen has A gap because of alignment. This 3 tech has, well, I think he's a 4I, has the B gap. I think Jason has the C gap, and then number 1 is filling the alley. I think that's the cornerback. I think he's filling the alley. Ball snap, this guy pulls, so those gaps kind of change a little bit. So Jason's gonna dive in because he got this gap. Actually, he should have dove in there, but he's staying outside and he's gonna take on this guy pulling. Basically, they're running buck sweep battle. And now what should happen is this guy should fit right there because Jason's gone, and Queen should kind of stay where he is. Well, because there is no action up in here, Queen kind of goes out here and sets the edge, which leaves this gaping hole. And my problem with that is he's kind of doing somebody else's responsibility. Stay in your own responsibility. Stay in your own responsibility because number 1 was hesitant to come up. He was hesitant to come up. And a lot of people probably going to be hesitant to come up because Najee Harris is about 6'3", probably about 230. So, I'm not calling him scared, but that may have been a business decision. But anyway, by Queen getting over there to kind of set that edge, that leaves this gaping hole. And then when he tries to arm tackle, and even though this is college, you're not going to arm tackle probably any back in the NFL. So that's the bad on it. He had good intentions, but it ended up being a bad play. But still, you just have to learn from those mistakes. He had good intentions, but you got to do your job and keep gap integrity. And the play that comes to mind right here is the play versus Cleveland, when we had some guys overrun their responsibility and Chubb stuck his foot in the ground and went for 80. So like I said, it's not all good. Not all good. But we're going to get into some good stuff, though. We're going to get into some good stuff. Started off with the bad. Let's get into some good stuff. Run this back right here. All right, we talked about, and I just saw somebody tag me in a tweet, and they was talking about his communication skills. So you won't actually get a play on this. You're just going to get just him, seeing him communicate and get guys lined up. That's Queen right there with the arrow on him. And just watch him as he get guys lined up. It's all that communication. Now everybody's lined up. Let's go. That's what you need. A guy that's going to put people in the right position. And I think it ended up being an incomplete pass or something like that. You need a guy that's going to put people in the right position. You're moving guys around. Moving 9. Moving Chase on. Moving 9 back. Talking to Divinity. Now we all lined up. Let's go. You need a communicator. A guy that's going to take control. Put butts where they need to be. Then go play some football. All right, this is Chase on right here. Right off the edge of the screen, and you can't really see him. The arrow's on him, you can't really see him. But he's going to come in. There he is right there. Now, he needs to get his butt off this block. This was one of the things people had problems with. Him, like, staying on blocks. But this is one time he should have got off, and he didn't. He kind of stayed. And the only good thing about this is he kept working lateral to try to get out there and make the tackle. Because he can see where the ball's going. So even though this H-back tight end type guy is blocking him, he still kept working, and he didn't just keep his feet in the mud, in cement, so to speak. He kept working and trying to get there, but I would have liked to see him rip or pull cloth or do something else to get off of this block. I mean, he kind of does it at the end, but that should have been done earlier. That should have been done earlier. There he is in the middle. Now, his focus is that guard. If that guard pulls, he got to go. Go out, pull and look at him. He right with the guard. Right with the guard. Right with the guard. Taking on his tight end with leverage. Crosses his face, which is a great thing. And gets in with Delpit on the tackle. Gets in with Delpit on the tackle. Let's run it back. So linebackers have to read these guards. They have to read these. This guy pulls. He goes with him. It's right in his hip pocket. Scraping across the top. Scrape. 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 Tight end tries to down block him. He crosses his face, which is a cardinal sin when you're supposed to be down blocking. And puts him right there on the play with Delpit. It's a good job playing football right there. Fundamental football. It's in the middle of your defense again, right here. Again, watching the guard. Guard pulls, he's scraping. Scraping. Now this time the guard logs this guy. And so now he's going to take on the tackle. Watch the leverage he uses to take on the tackle. Because he knows 35 has everything out here. He has to, make this gap small. Takes on with the shoulder. Watch him turn the shoulder. It's a slight movement, but it helps him get his head in the gap. And now the running back has to make a decision. Dip that shoulder just a little bit. Now he's right there. Right there where he need to be. Not a lot of space right there. And even if the running back comes here, it's even better for him to get off that tackle. Get off this block and make this tackle. So it's a good job of playing with leverage. Good job of knowing your assignment. Good job of having a great football IQ. And that's one of the things you need at middle linebacker or inside linebacker. You need a guy that's gonna have high football knowledge and be able to line people up and be able to play football. That's what we didn't have when we thought Peanut could do that last year. Peanut was a great complimentary guy. Mosley could do these things. And people, one of the negatives talked about him is his size. That's gonna come. He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna get stronger. It's gonna come. But here he is in the middle of the screen. And this time I would have liked him to do a better job of walling this guy out. And if you don't know what walling means, his responsibility basically is to keep this guy out of the middle of the field. When the ball snap, make sure this guy don't get in the middle of the field. And if he do get in the middle of the field, it needs to be back here by this goal post. See, I skipped over. Hold on 1 second. Right there. At this point, his hands probably need to be on that guy, making him go almost turn it to the back of this B right here. Don't let him just ease between y'all. And now, if Tua had saw it or whatnot, that's a tight window to get the ball in there. Some NFL quarterbacks get that ball in there. And he opened up the wrong way. So once it got to this point, he got to flip them hips and try to haul butt to get back over here. But really, he shouldn't even let him get up in here. His hands should have been on him, pushing him to the safety and whatnot. Because I think he can do that as long as the ball is not in the air in college. Next clip. There he's in the middle of your screen again. Now, this is what's going to happen. Chason has the C gap. This 3 technique is they're going to play a little game right here, a little cross. He's going into the A gap. Queen has B gap. This nose right here has the A gap on this side. See it? 90 dashed in there. Chason got the edge. Queen's going to come scot-free because this dude takes up this block and the center can't get to Queen. Right there where he need to be. Now, this guy's going lateral. Queen's coming straight downhill. So some negative Nancy's going to say he missed this tackle. And yes, he did. But he still made this play. So he missed this tackle. Now the guy's stumbling. That's why this is a team game. You can't make every play. But even though Chason and whoever number 3 is for LSU probably going to get credit for this tackle, they don't make this play. Queen makes it. Queen makes this play. If Queen doesn't slow down, whoever the runner is, he's going to get outside of Chason because Chason's blocked right now. Chase Young, so he slows him down just enough to let Chase Young fight off this block right here. Because if he don't slow him down, now he's out here and he's one-on-one with number 3. And I like, a lot of offensive guys would love to be one-on-one. That's what they thrive on, getting one-on-one matchups. And maybe he beat this guy and get a 15, 20-yard game. But because he's slowed down by Queen, Chase Young and 3 get a tackle. And probably I'm going to say this is a tackle for loss. Let's see where this play started at. Tackle him on like the 21, 22-yard line. And they're close to the 25. So it's a tackle for loss. Get a tackle for loss because he tripped the guy up. And then they pursue to the ball. So don't be fooled by people telling you he missed tackles and he tackled high. Now he does that sometimes. He do. For the most part, he get after it. There he is right there highlighted. Now watch his eyes. He play a lot. He's good with his eyes. Right now his eyes are on Tua. Right now his eyes have went to the receiver. So I'm in my zone, playing my zone, eyes on my receiver. You can't really see the receiver right here. This is the receiver he's watching. Now this crosser comes in the zone. His eyes went there to see the crosser. Now he's going to start shuffling, looking at the quarterback, looking for this crosser. But with his eyes being on Tua now, he's just going to let Tua's eyes take him to where the ball is going. Tua's looking directly at him. Tua's eyes come off of him. He never once looks over here. He never once looks over here. He's just looking straight at Tua's eyes. Took him right to the ball. Linebackers, you have to trust your eyes. This guy does a good job of trusting his eyes, uses his instincts to make plays. And not only does he get the pick, hey, I'm trying to turn this into something. Trust your eyes, LBs, and that's what he does. He does a good job of trusting his eyes. There he is highlighted again. His pullers, take it on. Taking it on with leverage. Attacks the point. Attacks the run mesh point. Boom. Don't sit back and wait on it. Don't let him get, the good leverage on you and knock him. Because early in this game, he showed up on a play going the other way and didn't show up with his big boy pants on and got rolled up out of there. I think he learned his lesson. Attacks it with leverage, so he's still maintaining his gap, because 72 has this gap. Chase Young's allowed to come clean it up. Because if he don't attack it like that, the running back has an out. You attack that leverage, play low man wins. Just watch the slight dip of the shoulder. That's it. And then he went and attacked. He ain't just catch it. He attacked the tackle. Put the tackle on defense. He became the offensive player, the more aggressive one. Yeah, just set it up right there. Nowhere to go. Even if Chase Young don't crash like that, if Chase Young just sits here, this running back has to make a decision. This gap's covered. Two guys in this gap. He's there, and then you got double team right here with Chase Young sitting free if he don't come off the end. That's gap integrity. I preach about it during the season with the Ravens, and this is a picture perfect snapshot of having gap integrity. Where is Queen? Okay, I see him right here. All right, now he has the back on this play. Now, this play Harris is going to catch a touchdown on him. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Harris is going to catch a touchdown on him. Oh, that's the last play. Back. Ball snap. Now, he does not fall for this window dressing over here. He does not fall for the window dressing of the jet sweep with the pulling guards and all that good stuff. He stays where he's supposed to be. LSU right here does a good job of gap integrity playing the run. He stays with his back. He know he got the back. His eyes are on him right now. Go to the back. If you have the back as a linebacker, go to him. Now, okay, then they go back to the screen. All right, let me bring it back a little bit. So right now, shoot, you can't see it. He's in phase with the running back. That's what in phase means. He's in his hip pocket. His eyes are to the ball. This is the ball right here. His eyes are he's in phase. The only thing that happens right here is this dude right here is a superb athlete. Najee Harris is about 6'3", about 230 with all kind of measurables. Probably would have been one of the top running backs in this draft, and he just goes up and makes a heck of a play. A lot of running backs not gonna do this. So this, even though he catches this touchdown on Queen, I don't look at this as a negative because Queen did everything technically right, other than just knock the ball down when he came down. He stayed with it. He didn't go for the window dressing early in the play. He was in phase with his assignment. He tried to play the ball. Najee Harris was just a better athlete than him. He went up higher than him and went and got the ball. That's what some better offense gonna be better defense when all factors going on. It's like basketball. You can play the greatest defense, but if Mike Jordan rise up and hit the jump shot on you, what can you do? What can you do? It just happens. We got 3 more plays, people. There's Queen here. And again, he got the back, go to it. He has the back, go to him. They run a little screen. Watch this is why I got it highlighted. This little subtleness right here that's going to happen. Watch how he dips just to avoid this guy blocking him. See if I can slow it down. That little stutter step, that little crossover step, boom, boom, gets this guy way off balance. And now he got a straight line to the running back. Just subtle stuff. Bam, bam. And just discombobulates the guard or tackle or whatever he is. Boom, boom. Just a little crossover step. Basketball skills translate to football. Boom, boom. And now he's right at the running back. Affecting the play. Just subtle things like that a lot of people don't see is the reason that he's gonna be a factor for a long time in the purple and black. Because you can't coach that. You don't teach that. It's just you have to have that instinct to do that. Next play. Now you got the back again. Can you actually cover the back instead of just dropping into coverage? Let's see. He got Harris. Harris runs a little check route. Look like he covered him to me. Look at that. In his hip pocket. Left arm kind of in the right spot. Right arm going for the ball. Looks covered to me. Incomplete pass. Looks covered to me. And like I said earlier, he had the back. He went to the back right now. Go get the back. He went to him. Gave him not much of an option of which way to go. So when he decided to come back to the middle, Queen's all over. Remember, this is the same dude that just mossed him early in the game. Same cat. Last play, let's get you out of here. Queen sitting in the middle. Now, just watch his speed. This clip is all about speed and closing speed. And this is Waddle with the ball in his hand. Everybody knows Jalen Waddle is, if not the fastest guy on Alabama's team, one of the fastest. I think it's between him and Devontae Smith. But look at the separation they have right here. All right, now look at the separation. This is a little further. Closed a little bit. Now, Waddle gets to the point where he has to turn the corner. Bam. Now, does he get yards? Yeah, he does. But Queen's on the opposite hash. Waddle's full speed right now. Queen's standing still sitting in his stance. Waddle's full speed. Queen's hadn't even taken a full first step yet. All he did is open his hips. Waddle's full speed. Now both of them full speed right now. And he gets a little help with the guys making him bubble a little bit more. Still same here. This guy making a miss gonna help him out. But now, look how much ground he finna cover in this split little second of a frame. So instead of this being a 15, 20 yard, maybe even a touchdown, it's not even a first down. Because he just hauls butt to go get him. Straight line speed. And then think about it. This ain't no just okay. I'm gonna run this. I ain't gonna go get you. But for most of this clip, he runs straight down the line. Just take a look at him running parallel to this line right here. You can't really see it. Just take this line. Him running parallel to that line. Running straight. Still running straight. Now he dips just a little bit. He dips just a little bit to knock him out of bounds. The guy can run. The guy, he's an okay tackler. He's not a horrible tackler, which he'll get better at. He has football IQ. His feet are good. He attacks pullers. He attacks O-linemen, and he can blitz too when they play different games. He's good with games and stunts. So I mean, I think we got a steal. I wouldn't have been mad if we got Murray, but the fact that we got Queen, which was my second best linebacker behind Isaiah Simmons, and you really can't put Isaiah Simmons in no kind of defensive class because he does a little bit of everything. But if we take Isaiah Simmons out of the linebacker rankings, this guy was number one for me. I'm glad he's a Baltimore Raven. Again, draft day 2's here. We got 4 picks coming tonight. So make sure you come join us tonight as we talk about these 4 picks. And this is Coach Evans signing off with the follow-up to Patrick Queen. And welcome to Baltimore. We appreciate you. This is Coach Evans from City Talent Films. See you when I see you. Peace. With